Okay, it's going to be a continuation of number 7. This will be number 8. Magic number 8, Infinity. I was talking about the worst painting in the world, the fall of the House of the Idle Hands, famous commune in San Francisco. Me ending up with, well, dropping acid with the big manufacturers of LSD up in Oakland, Berkeley. And Tim Scully, he went to, he was part of this program of, big brain people coming out of the schools, high schools of Berkeley, and they were working at the nuclear physics laboratory, as was the, well, Bob was his name. He's the man behind everybody, okay? He's the one that procured the chemicals. He was a genius, IQ of 200. And he's the one behind Bear, Owsley, and Tim Scully was his childhood friend. They grew up together, and they worked on computers. They made, nuclear reactors in high school. Big brain people, like Rena. I don't think I've got their IQ, but I got quality. Not quantity. And I got to owe it to, my death experience on LSD and coming back and the arduous work of doing this. Dying was easy. Living was hard. Especially, after my whole total consciousness was altered. See, the whole LSD experience was sort of a near-death experience. You'd have these guides that read from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, while you're coming on the LSD. Timothy Leary set that up. Or you're, reading about preparing. See, this is being read by people who are dying, or dead, to bring them on to their, the bardos and next lifetime. So when I got this letter from Rita, with Rosamond on it, I said, thank God my errors are right. Now I've got someone that's dumped all this Rosamond cult on, that's been attacking me since Christine died and before, here's the muse. Let her have it. I'm done with it. Take it, Rita, Get it out of my sight. Because I want to get to this, see. The rose behind the rose. The truth behind the truth. The dream behind the dream. The illusion behind the illusion. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing as an artist since I was 12. Opening up the veil, see, peeking, behind. Well, what's behind here? Huh? Look at that, how intriguing that is, see? Where did Rita's picture go, Oh, has she been taken to the Muse Hall of Fame already? Did someone come in and take her from me? I hope not. I'm going to miss her. I'll miss her like a big boil on my butt, if the truth has to be known. So, Dorian Gray says, I wish my portrait would grow old instead of me. And that's what happens. It becomes a horrific, hedonist womanizer. See, what's that famous song, I'm a canary in a gilded cage from this? He's mortal, basically. He knows it, and he sees that he has a real advantage. This is Rena. This is Rena's grandfather, Dorian Gray, and, everybody else is not, they don't have his brains, they don't have his looks, they don't have his money, and they haven't cheated death. They're still, oh God, what am I going to, see, people don't want to ask when they're going to die, except those hippies, People, or they go to church and they get this crazy ass stuff in the church, but it's all like You know, would you like some syrup and some whipped cream and a cherry with this, you know, journey to the afterlife, you know? You know, we're you know, or you know, down the spine, the energies, you know, as the LSD comes out. Everybody's not going to, oh, he's gone crazy, he's schizophrenic, he's going to harm our children, run. The Artful Stalker's here. See, the people you ought to be angry at, the right-wing, neo-Confederate, evangelical assholes who spent trillions of dollars trying to get me. And they failed. Ha 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 ha. I'm still alive. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Jerks. You know, of course they didn't get me. You know, I put billions of dollars in their pockets, in their coffers at church, you know. The Antichrist, get him, you know. But first give me your wallet. Empty your wallet here. There he is, there goes Antichrist, you know. Come on, more money, put some more money in the plate, you know. In the politics, the war on drugs, you know. You know, they're announcing that's the biggest flop, waste of people's money, you know, ever, you know. So, it's over. And here I am, you know. Alive and well in Springfield, you know, fighting for my muse. You know, well, you know, has she ever been fighting for me? Well, probably not. So I don't know, what's going to happen? Are we going to part the ways, you know? Well, when you die, you lose everything. Everything. And you watch it go. And I'm telling you, it is one of the most amazing things you're ever going to see. And we're all going to lose it, see. We're all going to lose our lives. And I think most of us are going to go through what I did, but just not so amplified. But in looking back and being in hypnotherapy, I really, really wondered if the drug went with me. And from what I've heard from other people who have had died and come back, the experience sounds pretty much the same. And that was the message I brought back. That was the big message I had. You know, was, you know, I'm going to take this drug from you because I've been to heaven and I've come back, and this doesn't get you there. What gets you there is dying. And looks like we're all going to go there. So this whole thing about the rapture, you know, chosen 144,000, you know, they're being taken up before they die. It's bullshit. It comes from a MacDonald, this 15-year-old girl in Ireland, you know, having a fever, and she read something in 3 stanzas, you know, lines in Revelations, you know, you know, and you know, now they've taken over the Republican Party, abolitionist party, a bunch of crazed ass, you know, whacked out, mentally ill evangelicals, you know. Oh, we'll take care of your wallet. We'll take care of the budget. Me and Jesus. No, or just hand me your wallet. You know, take away all the money, food from the parasites, and you know, hand your wallet over. See, once they take the social safety net, they're not going to stop there. You know, it's like Hitler, the Jews. You know, okay, round up all the Jews. You know, make Germany wonderful again. You know, so they round up all the Jews. You know. They're you know, in Siberia, freezing their ass off, you know, trying to take Leningrad, you know, and it's over. See, over for Hitler. So, you know, they're going to, you know, go after the Democrats first, and then they're going to go after you, all of us. They've already got, that's what, you know, when you let the church get near the biggest pile of money on earth, you know, like flies buzzing around it, like a big pile of shit. You know, they're not going to stop. You know, oh, we'll just choose a few elected ones to look over the big pile of money, you know. No, it doesn't work like that. They're going to compete with each other. They already are. They're going to bump each other off, assassinate each other. Yeah, I mean, look at the history of the Christian church. More intrigue and murder going on there. than any king's palace. So they bring me down from the rock. James had an army shirt on, bought from the surplus store. He takes it, starts ripping it apart. The blood gushing. Then he says, let's go wash that wound off. Yeah. You know, it's big old acid eyes. So we go down to the water. And the sun setting. It's beautiful, beautiful colors on the horizon. Golden orb right there. See, it's right, this painting up here. I'm sitting right there, and James takes me in the water. And of course, it's a baptism. So this is why Rena won't go in the water with me, because she senses, you know. So I was named after John the Baptist. So James takes me in the water, and there's all this grit and sand in there. We're up to our knees. He says, come out a little further, you know, where there was sand, and all of a sudden this wave comes, hits us right up to the neck. Totally wet. And I'm in shock. I'm going into shock, and I'm totally wet. And it's cold. It's February 12th or something like that. It was a very, very warm day for February. And that's when we decided to go drop some acid at the beach. You know. So James looks at me, and, you know, he's been to college and everything else, and he knows I'm toast. There's no blankets. There's nothing to keep me warm. We're too fucked up to get to the car, which is about 1.5 miles away. You know, it's kind of cliffy, treacherous walk. It's getting darker and darker. James has managed to get the shirt bandage on me, and there are Keith and James sitting over there, and I'm just fighting off the pain. I'm just trying to stay alive, and I just started twirling in circles, you know. I can't stand it, you know. And Keith got and looked at me, you know. He came over to me, and I was lying on my back, just, you know. And he says, you know, use your mind, use your mind. I said, what do you think I'm trying to do? That wasn't helping. Because when you go into shock, it's deadly. It's badass. You know, so here I got the shock of this LSD coming on, the shock of the wound, and now I'm going cold. You see, you're supposed to get someone like this in a blanket, see. And I saw her. This cloud, it's lit up pink, turned into this angel. She just flew, revolved over me, looking down. The whole thing with these beautiful pink wings, you know. And I said to Keith, look, there's an angel up there. The next thing I remember, I'm 3.5 years of age. And I'm walking down the beach. I thought I'd gone to another side of the beach, the cleft. There's another small beach over there. And I'm walking, I'm naked. And there's this beautiful couple up there. Beautiful naked man and woman up there, sitting in the sand, facing each other. And I come up to them, and it's my mother and my father. And God, they look so beautiful. Vic and Rosemary, you know, without the fighting, the hate they poured at each other. And they're just loving each other's company. They're so much in love, and, you know, they're playing cards. And look down at the face cards. The kings and queens and jacks, and they were all talking to me in different languages. And I said, what are you doing, Mother? They looked at me and smiled. He said, just playing, son. And they picked up these goblets. And they had alcohol and they drank. And I died. So this is the psychic, the young 20-year-old psychic said, I got me reading in 1987, you died, you own your own creation. My own creation. I saw my parents creating me. I saw them come together and they had sexual union. And I got up to leave this child. And all of a sudden, I was 20 years old. And I said, uh-oh, I have nowhere to go. I am half my mother and I half my father, and they made me. It was like a coin on its end spinning, and it went like this, and it just stopped. The quiet, the peace, the serenity. There was no more duality, no more black and white, no more good and evil, no more anything. There was no card game, no chess pieces, no chessboard. It was over. And I wept for my own death. And I looked up over there on the beach. And there was this man in this dark blue robe, sitting on this rock with one foot in the sand and one in the water. And he had jet black hair, and all these stars and galaxies were in his hair. In his blue robe he had stars and hems. I reached out my hand, wounded my wounded hand, and I cried. All I ever wanted was the truth. And he reached into the ocean, drank, and all of a sudden it was transformed. It turned into molten pure gold, as far as the eye could see. And the most beautiful colors that have ever been in the universe filled the sky. And from where his foot was, this vine started to grow. They went all upon the surface of the water, this vine. And they're all curled around a capital T, like you see in monastery books and stuff, with the pages, the monks drawing a T with all the vines around it. And those T's stand for the truth. Truth, 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 as far as the eye can see. Most beautiful, beautiful thing I've ever seen. Beautiful. I literally was in the truth. Literally in the pure truth of God. Whoever this person was. That showed me the truth. Ask, and thou shalt receive. Do you know where your truth is today?